In 2009, rail in Tasmania was in crisis. Years of neglect had meant that the network was both unsafe and unreliable. The state Labor government stepped in and TasRail was born.
The railway in Tasmania over a number of decades had been allowed to run down in terms of its reliability, performance and maintenance costs.
The condition of the track and the assets were in a state where if they deteriorated much more, it really would have meant there wouldn't have been a railway in Tasmania into the future. It's quite fortunate that both the state government and the federal government were aligned on this and provided the critical funding at that time.
Labor has recognised the importance of rail to Tasmania's economy. The federal Labor government has provided the funding to restore and revitalise this vital piece of infrastructure.
By mid-2014, some $200 million will have been invested into the track, and that's about rebuilding the formation and of course the replacement of the actual rail itself, which is very, very old and life expired. In a couple of months' time, we're going to be inserting 100,000 new concrete sleepers. It reduces derailment risks, improves transit times and reduces maintenance costs on the tracks.
In parallel with that was funding from the state government, which has allowed us to retool, to buy new locomotives, new wagons, new maintenance equipment. And the sum of all that is that we expect to have a rail network that's not only going to provide the right levels of service for current customers, but gives us a good platform for growth into the future. But there's really no point of having a good rail network unless there were good interfaces or places for freight to be exchanged. So the Brighton hub's a critical one for the south, where customers will be able to load trains themselves. Certainly with respect to toll signing up to operations at the Brighton hub, for us that's a pretty good signal that this is going to be the future of freight in Tasmania.
TasRail has entered into a haulage contract with Forestry Tasmania, and we're transporting logs 3 times a week through to Bell Bay. It's around a decade since logs have been on trains in Tasmania, so this is a real sign of the market's emerging confidence in TasRail.
When TasRail was established, we didn't have one engineer on our books. The state of the network and the company meant it was hard to attract people. We've now been able to attract some really great people from both the mainland and from within Tasmania. Also with our new equipment coming on board, there's new technology, which means we've been able to upskill our existing employees as well. We've got a whole new skill set around modern contemporary railway that's now established in Tasmania.
Many of Tasmania's heavy industries depend on rail, and many more new businesses will be able to take advantage of a well-funded, modern and innovative rail network.
Tasmanians, expect that Tasmania would have a modern, efficient, reliable rail freight system. For the community, there are benefits in terms of road safety, reduced road maintenance and of course reduced environmental pollution.
Thanks to Labor and the hard-working people at TasRail, rail is now an integral part of Tasmania's infrastructure strategy.